What's up everybody, it's Jay here, and today I'm making a video, and today the video is top 10 things that trans guys and trans masculine people should have. Now, a quick disclaimer, obviously you don't have to have these things to be trans guy, to be a trans guy, or to be trans masculine. If you don't have these things, you don't want these things, you don't like these things, that doesn't make you less trans. These are just things that I think that everyone should look into having, or should consider having, or should experiment with. Because personally, I find all of these things pretty fucking interesting. I apologise for my distraction there. There was a police car, and we don't normally see police cars going really fast in Ireland. Nothing exciting happens here. Only 7 of the 10 things on this list are like serious in regards to like actual serious things that you might actually need. The other 3 are just kind of things that I've added in as just like humour and also to fill up the whole top 10 part of thing, you know, like top 10s sound complete, top 7s don't. So I'm just going to go with top 10 and be a bit less serious than usual. But I'll try to keep this video as short and sweet as possible because obviously 10 things to get through and I'm already 1 minute and 20 seconds into the video from just talking. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 1 on this list is a binder. So this is one of my binders. This is the first binder I ever owned. It's Velcro. See, there's a Velcro tab on the side here. It's from the Les Love Boat shop, so like I think it ships from Taiwan, and it's a bit fucking expensive, and it's not even that effective, but it's very safe because it's Velcro, and I've used it for going to the gym for a really long time. I'm also wearing a binder right now. This is a GC2B like half length binder. I have a few of these in like black and in white, and I might get a skin coloured one too if I'm thinking about it. And I also have a swimming binder from Underworks. There are loads of other shops that make binders as well, such as I already mentioned, GC2B, Underworks and Les Love Boat. Those are the only 3 I've actually bought binders from, and the only 3 I can actually tell you accurately how good their binders are. However, other shops such as Dane, Double T and Shapeshifters do sell binders. Shapeshifters specifically are a very good shop because they make custom made binders, so they're a custom size made for you specifically. You can get all sorts of different patterns and stuff, but all of these shops are worth checking out if you're looking into getting a binder. Next up is a packer. I have 2 packers and this is one of them. This is a Mr. Limpy Extra Small with the horrendously large balls. I feel like every trans masculine person who's ever had a packer knows that the Mr. Limpy Extra Small has horrendously large balls and that they're just excessive in comparison to the dick itself. I don't get it, but it is what it is. There are lots of other types of packers. What the Mr. Limpy itself is a soft packer, so it's floppy, it's squishy. I mean, look, it's really soft. There are also hard packers which are used for stuff like sex, that have like a stiff insert and that could be like made to look flaccid but are not actually. There are also stuff that's like an STP, so it's something you can stand pee, which is what STP stands for, that you can pee out of. And there are also like multi-use packers that could be used for like STP usage, sex, and for soft packing. So there are some really good combo tools there when it comes to packers. Next up is TALC, or something similar to TALC. What I've used on my packer, see, it's for packers and binders effectively. What I've used on my packer to keep it from getting sticky, see, after I wash this, it gets really sticky and it sticks to everything, and it means it sticks to the fluff of my underwear, it sticks to my hand, it sticks to the sink, it's manky. And what you do is you put talc or like a similar alternative to talc on it. This currently has baking powder on it because we don't have talc in my house, and because we don't have cornstarch either. So I went for the baking powder option. But there are other alternatives to talc as well. It's not encouraged to use talc on your packer because, at least for Johnson & Johnson's talc, it has been linked to some cancers of the lower area. So obviously if you're consistently putting talc in that area, like a lot of people would be if they were packing, you might be putting yourself at a higher risk of cancer than you need to be. So do look into an alternative to talc, such as baking powder or cornstarch. The reason you use it for a binder is if you're having problems with chafing, if it's really warm out especially. It can be really good for preventing extra moisture from building up on your chest area. Next up is boxers. This is my underwear. That sounds really funny, but boxers are so comfortable. Some people, if you deal with a lot of chafing between your legs, you might not find them quite as comfortable as other people would. But boxers are really comfortable. There's lots of different styles of boxers. They come in some funky patterns, like these Captain America ones that are really cute. And these like stripy ones. I have a lot of nice pairs of boxers that I really like, and my mum gives out to me because I've got too many. But basically, boxers are really comfortable, and there's boxers for all of your needs. There are super baggy boxers, there are like really tight briefs, there are like Y fronts, there are boxers made specifically for trans guys so that you can put a pad in them. There's one specifically made for packing with. There's one specifically made so that they actually absorb period blood so you don't have to wear a pad. So there's a lot of options when it comes to boxers. Next up, it had to come acne cream. Before I was on T, I had spots because I'm a teenager and shit like fucking Sudocreme. Sudocreme has been my best friend since I was like 2. And then this tea tree and witch hazel blemish stick. I don't know. I feel like that's been in my house for a lot longer than I've been. But like those were good when my acne wasn't solely caused by hormones. In the past, my acne was more so just because I didn't wash my face enough. But now my acne is really hormonal. And it's not actually just acne anymore. It's an asshole. It's a living, breathing asshole. So I have this funky ass cleanser that my mum bought for me, and this really fancy spot cream that my mum also bought for me. I've been using this shit for like a week now, and like my skin is so much clearer than it was. I mean, I still have spots, don't get me wrong, but it's so much better than it was before. So if you are planning on going on T, then do be aware that your acne is going to increase. I have so much acne. Please help me. Next up, we are at number 6. I didn't realise that I hadn't said the numbers until now, but we're at number 6, just in case you were wondering. Deodorants and colognes. I only have 2 hands. Gotta put this out there. Lynx and Axe, they're the same thing in different countries. They are not your only option, but they're the only option for me. I really like Lynx, unlike a lot of people. This is Lynx Black Dry Antiperspirant, great, and it comes in a compressed little bottle. This is Lynx Peace Dry, which is antiperspirant, but it has 48-hour protection. I don't know why it's so much better than the other one. And this one is just straight up Lynx Black, which is deodorant. Now, obviously, in case you weren't aware, there is a difference between deodorant and antiperspirant. Antiperspirants are supposed to kind of like soak up your sweat and stop you from sweating excessively. Deodorants are just supposed to smell good. It's like the difference between... Deodorants are basically just like a manly perfume. Number 7 is shaving supplies. So this is a shitty ass razor and a tiny ass fucking bottle of shaving cream that my parents got me for Christmas because I had started T in October and they were like, oh, well, he'll need it eventually. I've already actually used all of the shaving cream for shaving when I didn't really need to, but I did it anyway. Because even if you're pre-T, shaving can be a bit of a confidence booster. I don't know why, but it can. And, I don't know, it's just kind of fun. Like, I enjoyed it. I don't know. But, yeah, so, like, you can get, like, cheap fucking razors. Like, this is a fancy-arse Gillette one. You don't need to buy a fancy-arse razor or fancy-ass shaving cream. You can buy really cheap ones in, like, dollar stores and euro stores and the Mythical Deals, which is my favourite shop in the world. And, like, yeah, they all function pretty much the same way. Just be careful when you're shaving, because I have most certainly cut my acne while shaving before. So we're now on number 8, which means that we're into the ridiculous ones that are not actually serious anymore, that I just put in so I could fill up 10 spots. So, number 8 is pocket tools. I really like pocket tools. I mean, like Swiss Army knives. And this yoke. This is a fucking set of pocket tools I got in Tesco. And like, it's got a pliers, it's got knives. This one was slightly broken, and I had to remove one of the tools from it because it just wasn't fucking working. This one is the same kind of thing. It's got like corkscrew, screwdrivers, knives. I got this little bottle opener in like a Christmas cracker, and then this little torch. I've no idea where this came from. I've just had it for a really long time. I don't know. I think that pocket tools are really fucking useful, and they're really handy to have, and I really like them. I've always really liked them. I'm a bit of a tools person, so that is a bit of a disclaimer. I do like tools, so that's just kind of me. So second to last, but probably my favourite thing on this list, is The Dangerous Book for Boys. I've actually had this for a really fucking long time. Since before I came out as trans, because I think my parents had kind of copped onto the fact that I didn't really like girly stuff at all, and it's a really interesting book. Like, I've had it for a long ass time, and I've enjoyed it. I still enjoy it. It's really great. They've got stuff about making really good paper planes, the 7 wonders of the ancient world, knots, making a battery, playing conkers, how catapults work, how to build a treehouse. I've still never built a treehouse. How to play football, making a bow and arrow, grammar. I don't know why it's got grammar in it. Table football, fishing, making a go-kart, insects, astronomy. It's all sorts in here. The laws of cricket, marbling paper, piracy, the British Empire. You can tell this book was made in England. The game of chess. I love chess. Damn. The solar system. The 10 Commandments. Okay, it's a bit religious. Common British trees. It's a weird book. Oh god, I almost dropped it. But it's a fun book. I don't know. Some of the stuff's a bit fucking serious, but I did learn, I think, 2 poems from this book that I still enjoy to this day. So I think it's a good book to have around, even if you don't identify fully as male. And last but not least, number 10. I've been waiting to say this one, because number 10 is follow my YouTube channel. No, number 10 is just literally just being on YouTube, because there are so many other trans men and trans masculine people out there making YouTube videos talking about being trans, talking about binding and packing and hormones and surgery, and a lot of the trans YouTubers that I follow have been further along in transition than myself, or they've had a unique experience that I feel like I can learn from, and that's why I've followed them. And while personally I don't see myself bringing anything particularly unique to the trans YouTube community, I think that a lot of people have made really unique videos and really interesting videos about their experiences and about being trans. And just being on YouTube as a trans guy can be a really interesting thing to do, because you can learn a lot from other people. I've definitely learned a lot from other people. Like, I've learned a lot from Chase Ross's videos. I've learned a lot from Electric Dade's videos. I've learned a lot from the videos of people who are further along in their transition than me. YouTube is a great place, and one of the best places to start is by subscribing to my channel. I'm kidding. I'm still kidding. But yeah, thank you for watching this weird ass video. This is kind of a bit experimental, so please leave a like if you thought it was good. The comment box is open for your suggestions and criticisms, and what you feel like is your top 10 as a trans guy or trans masculine person. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. The button's down there. I'll see you next time. Bye.